right, I found you some maps of the Fae realm. Let's hope this works. Wow, I've never seen a map of the whole Fae realm. How many countries are there? Well, the Fae realm is roughly the same size as the mortal realm. How many countries are on Earth? Point. Are we really trusting what Eric told us? No, we're not. I just got the idea from talking to him. If this doesn't work, then we can resort to contacting the people he told me about. Asifa is already looking into them, seeing if any are alive and reachable. How would JC even end up in the Fae realm? Isn't the only portal through airports? Permanent portals and known portals are highly regulated, yes, but magic is chaotic and unpredictable. Sometimes portals simply appear or disappear at random, and those are the ones criminals and refugees use. Most law enforcement rely on clairvoyance and witches like Nicole to tell them when such portals appear, but again, due to the nature of magic, it's not always reliable. And there's plenty of stigma around those communities against magic users, so even when they do warn of a portal, it's not always listened to. Huh. Is that a magic wand? Yes, carved from a tree from the Fae realm. I've tied some of JC's hair to it, and then used bones or ruins or Scrabble letters to get more information. If this works. Can you read that? I've never been into magic. The runes say prisoner, and the wand says Ive. Fuck. What's wrong with Ive? It's Bob and Cyrus's home country, the one that exiled her. Nicole, see if you can get a more precise location and information. I want to know who has them and why. Go.
Yes, Bob. Patrick and I found the car. It's at a gas station on the edge of town next to a little forest. Patrick says the trail leads into the trees and it's only a few hours old.
Do not follow. Contact Rathu and Ameth, and the four of you hold position there. Rescuing one person from the Fae realm will be hard enough. Thanks for loaning me your car. I'm gassing you up, so I should be there in half an hour? Don't wait up. We'll save you a place. Love you. Love you too. Dang, this gas thing is ancient. Hello? Can you help me? Yeah, what's going on? I don't know where my parents are. Oh shit, shucks. Did they drive here? Which one's their car? I didn't... Oh my gosh, there! Wait, kid, don't... Shit. Kid? Where'd you go? I'm over here. I don't suppose you found a grown-up, did you? You're a grown-up. I meant one of your grown-ups. No. We should head back. Try to call someone. Do you know your parents' phone numbers? No. Okay, well... Where'd the trail go? Huh? There was a trail that we were following, and we passed by a couple of bushes with white flowers that should be right there, but they're not. Well, maybe it's magic? Maybe they're this way. Come on, I know we'll find them if we just drop the act. Huh? Luring humans into the Fae realm is a bit old, don't you think? Well, that takes some of the fun out of it, but alright. Come on. No, I'm going home. This is your home now. I caught you, you're mine. That is not how this works. Silence. You won't be able to return to Earth anytime soon. The portal is enchanted to be invisible and unfindable to mortal eyes. So here's how this is going to go. You are my servant now, forever. You're here to serve and entertain in any way my people and I require. My father especially has more carnal desires, and you're just his type. Serve well and you'll be rewarded. Disobey and you'll be punished. We don't kill, but you'll wish we did. You'll be spending the rest of your life here, and it will be what you make of it, so get used to it. Silver King, Crimson Princess, we have captured and arrested this mortal murderer. Yes, I just finished hearing your report. You couldn't find their identification papers? They threw what looked like a wallet into the river when they saw us coming. So you know the basics of fairy magic. Why did you kill one of my fairies? You may speak. Much better. So, I was kidnapped from Earth, tricked into coming here by a fairy who glamored themselves as a kid who needed help. They told me that I was their servant now, and that if I didn't obey them and their people, I'd seriously regret it. They heavily implied that I was about to be assaulted by their dad, who sounds like a creep. So to not deal with any of that, I acted in self-defense. You killed one of my subjects. In self-defense. If you don't believe me, hit me with a truth curse. The rug you're standing on has already been enchanted. Any who stand on it cannot speak false. Really? So pretty. Why are you letting people put their muddy shoes all over it? I think we should curse them to be unable to harm anyone or anything, and then send them to work for the family of the dead. Tempting, but that may cause the family more trauma. Did you not hear the self-defense part? Fae hearing is leagues better than humans, so yes. You're clearly a newcomer to this realm, so let me explain. Mortals do not have the right to self-defense. Not in my kingdom. That is so deeply fucked up. Especially if you have human or mortal citizens. How many uprisings or riots do you have to put down? You sound like my granddaughter. I'm assuming not this one. No, I'm the favorite. That one is long gone. Seeing as they are mortal, Your Majesty, I would be remiss if I did not point out that execution is an option. What happened to fairies don't kill? We don't. That's what mortal executioners are for. It doesn't count if a fairy just gives the order. That math is not mathing. Agreed. Besides, death is so inelegant. We can do better. We can. Captain, you were just saying how we were running low on soldiers. This one clearly already knows how to use a weapon. So you don't kill, but you have a standing army? Made almost entirely of mortals, except for the officer positions. No wonder Bob left. Bob? My fairy boss. Look, I don't like playing this card, but she's a pretty powerful sorceress and she gets pissy when someone in her domain is taken or threatened, even when we can handle it. You have a fairy master. Those are not the words I would use, but, given your guys' whole deal, sure, yeah, I have a fairy master whom I work for and whom I would like to get back to. You're her bodyguard? Her baker. And occasional criminal consultant. We did deal with the dragon egg thieves together, and the evil witch coven, and that one girl who tried to force a love spell on my coworker. This complicates things. Your master should at the very least be a part of these proceedings. I tried calling her and her ward and everyone else, but AT&T doesn't cover the Fae realm. You are but mortal. I am a Fae king. Contacting them should be no trouble. Who are they? So I don't know her real name, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyway. Most people that I know call her Bob, but that's a pretty new thing. Her old school nickname is Lavender or Violet, but when she's pissed off, she goes by the Iron Witch. Let's see. She runs a cafe in Minnesota. It's called CaFae Latte. It's about half an hour from the Twin Cities. We should kill them. What? Now. 2 seconds ago, you guys were totally against killing me. Why is it back on the table? Silence. Seriously, we should kill them. That purple bitch hasn't suffered any consequences for betraying us. This is a prime opportunity. Your Highness, please don't. You're not the one who had to fight her. And if she comes here to avenge her baker, you're not the one who's going to have to cross swords with her. Again. Would she, though? I know Violet's always had a soft spot for mortals. The question is, would she risk another war for this one? Well, she doesn't have to know. She'll know. As soon as she realizes this one is missing, she'll track them down. It's only a matter of time. Oh, maybe this one is an advanced scout? A spy? The Iron Witch has disagreed with your rule for a long time. Maybe she's finally ready to strike again. Mortal, speak. No, you cannot lie. Are you here to spy on us? Fuck no. I told you, I was kidnapped. I don't want to be here. I was not sent here. I am not a spy or scout or whatever the fuck. I am a baker, and I am missing my girlfriend's birthday because of this bullshit. So you're stupid enough to come here, which means you can't be particularly useful, but you might still somehow be endearing to her. Okay, first of all, ouch. Second of all, I've worked for her for over 2 years. If she didn't like me, I would be gone. Instead, I run her whole kitchen. Don't ask me why. There were plenty of way more qualified people that she could have hired for that, but she gave it to me. See? Endeared. Perhaps you'll prove useful after all. Maybe I can get a ransom out of you. So if Jennifer Charles is a prisoner of Ivey, they'll be taken to the dungeons until they complete their case to a royal, unless their crime is great enough to demand the family's immediate attention. Shit. Hello, grandfather. I believe I have something of yours. Would that something be a foul-mouthed human in a jean jacket? Indeed. I want proof that they are unharmed. Mortal, make yourself known. Hey, Bob, I'm sure you and Cyrus are going to make fun of me for this forever. I fell for the oldest trick in the book, but in my defense, I genuinely thought that they were a little kid who needed help. Are you injured? Right now? Just my pride. Cursed? Have you told them your full name or eaten anything? I was silenced cursed, but the king got rid of that. No, they don't know my name, and I got rid of my wallet so they wouldn't learn it, which is going to be a bitch to replace. No, I haven't eaten or drunk anything, and I am starved, so can we please wrap this up? Your mortal killed one of my fairies. I normally don't blame the victim, but what did that fairy do to deserve a bullet? Does it matter? Yes, it does. I am assuming my mortal acted in self-defense. They don't have that right. Not here. Your cousin is arguing for an execution. Meet barbarity with barbarity. What barbarity? I have had no sway or influence over the Fae realm in 2 centuries, long before that mortal was born. You caused all the human serfs in my kingdom to rebel. It destroyed our economy and military and saw the rise of a whole human kingdom in the realm of Fae, who is one of our greatest rivals. We're only just now recovering. And how is any of that my baker's fault? It's not, but it is yours. And as I cannot reach you, you don't want to do this. I think I do. What is a mortal life worth to you? Oh shit. Is he seriously asking for cash? More like a favor or an oath from her. He's wanted to control her movements ever since she left. As insurance. Oh, that's not gonna work. It's worth enough to destroy you. You would never win such a war, not this time. No, of course not. But that wouldn't be the goal. The goal would be to ruin you, cripple you and your nation so horribly so that even if you won, you would be unable to survive the next disaster. Burn everything I could reach, and then curse the earth so nothing could grow for centuries to come. Choke your rivers with the corpses of any who stand in my way. Cause so much pain and suffering that it reverberates through the millennia. By the time I'm done, whether I live or not, your subjects will curse my name for 1,000 generations, and any victory you get over me will be soured ashes. Or you could return my baker immediately to today's date in the mortal realm, alive, unhurt, untouched by any magic. All that for a mortal baker. Grandfather, I might not have a kingdom anymore, but I do have a domain, and you hold one of its key components. And before you think to target any other friends, wards, and allies I've gained, the knife expert, the dragon, the witch cub, and the CIA, know that they all hold that mere mortal baker in very high regard and would not hesitate to jump into the fray. And that's before counting the fact that that baker is an American citizen. I might not even have to blackmail anyone into bombing your palace. They might just do it for fun. Very well. Your baker will be returned to the same gate they came through by day's end. Violet, your hand's shaking. Well, that's a decided improvement. Last time I spoke to him, I vomited. Let's go. You know, you don't need the 50-plus soldiers you've got as an escort. Once you push me through the gate, I'm out of here. They're not for you. Are you seriously gonna try to attack her? Not unless she attacks us. She did threaten our entire nation. Okay, just push me to the side, but not so far that I can't see what happens. You really do have a death wish. We all die. Might as well put on a show. So, your grandpa just said that he would return JC to us through this gate by end of day. He did not say that they'd be in one piece. I know. However, he knows what he risks if he tries to hoodwink us, and Nicole has not foreseen any issues. But, just in case, I can probably undo any curse, and if they're injured, Ameth will fly them to the nearest hospital while we, Patrick, Janine, and Raythu, tear apart anyone who tries to stop us. Until then, everyone but the dragons and Cyrus stays hidden. Cool. Incoming. And here there be dragons. Phenomenal. Hey guys, this was not my idea. Damn, how much trouble did you cause to get this many soldiers as an escort? Well, don't look at me. I am but a victim of this family drama bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. I kind of love that Bob is that much of a badass bitch, but it's really inconvenient. What's the first food you made for us? Huh? The first baked good you made for my cafe, what was it? So those two questions don't go together, because brigadeiros are not a baked good. You heat them on the stove. Cyrus stole about a quarter of them, which, looking back, was almost an admirable amount of restraint. The first baked good I made, I think it was chocolate chip cookies, because that's always a safe bet, and some muffins for the morning. Wait, are you asking me this because you think I'm a spy? It's a valid concern. A trained sorcerer would be able to glamour themselves to look and sound like anyone. Why does everyone think that I'm a spy? Unless I'm infiltrating a gang or a drug deal, I'd be horrible at it. Iron Witch, I can assure you that this is the same mortal that stumbled into our kingdom, killed one of our subjects in self-defense, swore at the king, claimed to be your baker, and to whom you spoke to over the phone. Now get them out of here so I can end this extraordinarily long shift. I know you. One of your last battles at the end of the war. I was a lieutenant. Surviving you made me a captain. Cool. I'm not leaving without my llama. Most people would be more concerned with their weapon. Oh, I don't care about that. We're in America. Guns are a dime a dozen here, but I need the llama. Alright, it's clean. Oh shit, I missed brunch in the movie, didn't I? Oh yeah, Nicole is pissed.
In the forest deep where shadows fall lives a queen who stands so proud and tall. A throne of whispers, her kingdom's call. With dragons fierce who hearken all. Through the misty woods her anthem rings, a symphony of wild and wondrous things. With scales and wings and ancient kings, she's the spirit of forgotten springs. Raise your voice like a dragon's roar. Queens of old, we will be no more. In our hearts we feel the core, strength and power forevermore. The night is dark, but she shines so bright, guiding souls with her ethereal light. With strength and grace she takes her fight, a beacon in the endless night. From the ashes she will rise anew, her legacy both firm and true. A melody for the brave brave and few, in the lands where dreams and dragons flew. Raise your voice like a dragon's roar. Queens of old, we will be no more. In our hearts we feel the core, strength and power forevermore. Raise your voice like a dragon's roar. Queens of old, we will be no more. In our hearts we feel the core, strength and power forevermore. In a castle dark and cold, where stories of old are told, the princess waits alone, in her heart a heavy stone, her crown a burden grand, in a silent empty land. Stars above refuse to gleam, in her eyes there's just a dream. Once upon a tear she cried, for the love that never died. In whispers of the night, her heart took flight. Diamonds in her lonely eyes reflect the moon's pale guise. A fairy's gentle song echoes memories long gone. Through shadows she moves slow, footsteps soft like falling snow. Every night she fades away in the dawn's first gray. Once upon a tear she cried, for the love that never died. In whispers of the night, her heart took flight. Once upon a tear she cried, for the love that never died. In whispers of the night, her heart took flight. Once upon